What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We've got lots of science and lots of money from last episode that we can spend from when we did the moon flyby. Now this episode, either this one or next one, I'm not sure what we'll do this one. I think we're going to try to do some contracts maybe. Some of the harder ones that we were kind of too afraid to do last time. Now that we have the flight planning or the node, whatever it's called, the flight control thing. You'll see. The thing that allows you to make maneuvers and stuff. We have that. That'll make our lives a whole lot easier. So we might try some of the stuff we were more afraid to do. But either this episode or next episode, I think we're going to try to land on the moon. Which is going to be interesting. But also super awesome. It should give us a lot more science. Speaking of science, let's see what we can do with this stuff. I asked you guys in the comments last episode what we should do. But I didn't see very many responses as to what to do with this science. So I think we're just going to have to wing it here. Let's look at what we can get. We could go with this, which is going to give us some nice stuff. What does this do? 2 little green Kerbals like peas in a pod. The engineers managed to fit an extra Kerbal in the same space. Okay, so this is a pod that we can use to re-enter, I guess. It's called the P re-entry thing. I'm not too worried about this, especially these things. I'm not really worried. This might be cool, I guess, but nah, I think we're gonna give up on that one. Let's see what we want. Now, one thing I really want actually is the ability to send multiple Kerbals in the same rocket. Where is that? Is that one of these? Like a command pod, I think is what it's called, but I'm not sure where it would be in the gigantic list of stuff that you can get. This would allow us to have people, like multiple people in the same thing. That would be kind of cool. Command pod, where would that be? Unless I already have that and I just don't realize, which could also be the case. Maybe this. Aha, the command pod. It's over here. Unfortunately, it's 160, which we have plenty of. But the only problem is that we can't get anything past this area without upgrading the science center, which we might do actually. Oops. Use some of this money to upgrade the science. Wait, have we upgraded this already? No, we haven't. So we might go ahead and upgrade that, actually. That's the main thing that we need to upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 17,000 left, which should be enough for anything we pretty much need to do. So that's probably fine. Okay, research and dev. Space exploration. Mobility enhancer. What is that? This ladder state-of-the-art. Oh, that's a ladder. Okay, that would be cool if we want to do embarking missions, but we can't embark yet, can we? Because we need something else for that, don't we? I think we need this. Yeah, we need this for embarking. So we still need more money in order to get some of this stuff that we would really want. Okay, I think we're going to start with the fuel systems. That's going to give us some cool adapters that we might be able to use somehow. Cool. And then we're also going to get this flight control. Even though I don't think we're going to use it that much, it's something that we can get on the way to getting this stuff, which is going to be good as well. We only have 41 more science, which we can't do very much with. So let's get to the missions. See if we can do one that we were before afraid to do. For instance, what's one? We could explore Kerbin. We can just take that one because I think that's just what is that? Park 2 vessels next to the run core. Wait, rendezvous two. Oh, that's a rendezvous. You know, we could take this because we do kind of want to do that already. And we have this building upgraded, right? We can take multiple. Yeah, okay, we have it upgraded, so we can take multiple things. Let's go ahead and take that. Rendezvous. That's probably really not easy, but it'll be easy. Okay, position a satellite in polar orbit of Kerbin. That's probably not easy, but it sounds like something we'd be afraid to do. So let's go ahead and do this one. What's this one? We want you to send us science from the space around the moon. Okay, we can do that pretty easily probably because we already did the moon mission. So we can probably do that not too difficultly. But I think we're going to focus on that one that wants us to do an orbit. So let's press M, or no, let's go here rather, and it'll show us the orbit that it wants us to do. I think it's this one, right? Integrated integrals. Is that the mission that we have? Where is it? There's like a mission logbook that I'm looking for. Position a satellite. Is that the one that they want us to do? I think that's the one, but I'm not sure. Holy crap. Is that the satellite we have way out there? The cool orbiter? Oh my god, it actually is. That's awesome. It's still transmitting, which I think, by the way, is actually because we got the upgrade for the telemetry center or whatever it's called that allows it to transmit farther. But that is pretty awesome still. Okay, this actually shouldn't be that hard because it's not that big of an orbit compared to like the moon, for instance. So we can probably use the same craft we did to go to the moon, just modify it so that it has the unmanned probe thing that has an antenna and can generate power. So let's go ahead and build that. And that will satisfy our need for wanting to build a probe as well. So that'd be pretty cool. Alrighty, behold the Super Sat Bringer. It's got 2 engines to give us the thrust to be able to go up to like kind of disperse the wait, hang on, I should probably check out that's a lot of delta V. I should probably check out this stuff. Thrust to weight ratio is 1.73. Actually, you know what? I want this to thrust at the same time as that. And then that, and then that. Yes. Yes. Okay, thrust to weight ratio is kind of high, but this is like managed so we can throttle down or throttle up on this one how we want. Then we drop this thing, then we drop that thing. Then we burn this is kind of so first stage, second stage, and then you're in. So the second stage is much lighter, but it can kind of go farther and stuff. It's got a really efficient engine on there, which is this thingamajig right here with a 3.45 engine ISP in vacuum, which is pretty good. You can see that on the screen right there. But I think this thing will be able to get us into the orbit. It's also got, on the satellite itself, you can't really see. Okay, you can kind of see. It's got a bunch of solar panels, some science pieces, because I'm not sure if the satellite belongs to us once it gets into the orbit or if we have to give it away. But either way, we'll try and do some science. We've got an antenna as requested, and we've got one of these things that allows, up here, one of these things that allows it to kind of swirl without needing an engine. So that'll allow us to position the solar panels properly when we need to. Okay, I think this thing's ready to fly. The Super Sat Bringer shall see an orbit. We're going to have to check out the map, though, first as well, because we need to make sure that we're going in the correct orbital direction. That would be a problem if we weren't. Probably a really big problem. Okay, so we are here. The orbit they want is... Oh, God. That's not a fun orbit. I wonder if I could wait for the planet to spin a little bit. All right, I'm just trying to spin the planet a little bit toward the orbit that we want. Oh my God, we're doing our first one that the timing actually matters. The timing mattered a little bit when we were doing it with the moon, but now it matters more since we're trying to get a specific orbit. It doesn't really matter that much because if we're a little bit off, it won't like completely screw it up, but it still does matter more than anything else we've done. Because obviously if we tried to do this orbit starting from over here and we went the wrong way, you know, it'd be like impossible to get it back up. It'd require a lot of maneuvering and stuff. Okay, how is this looking? This is pretty solid. Let's go a little bit more. Okay, that's pretty good. And we can fix things later. Okay, so we're going to want to go, wait, hang on. Which way is north here? That's north. So we're going to want to go roughly north. Yeah, we're pretty much just going north. And the orbit is going north. Yeah, okay, so we go north, and that's how we get into our orbit. Okay, awesome. That way is north. I think we're ready. Let's bump up our throttle on this thing, and we're going to press T to stabilize. 3, 2, 1, let's launch. I think we're just going to immediately go this way. Toward the north. Let's make sure we're making the right direction. That's the wrong direction. Maybe north was not the right way. I actually don't understand. We weren't going this way. So north is clearly that way right there. And that is clearly that way right there. So how come it showed like our AP was over there when we were actually going that way? Unless I got turned around a little bit. All right, here we go. I think we're ready for another attempt here. We're lined up. Everything is looking good. I've turned my rocket so that we're actually going right instead of up. For this thing. For some reason, it's easier for me to press D instead of pressing W and S, because when you go up and down, it's inverted, which is super weird for me, but going right is normal. So we're going to try that, and I'm used to going right anyway. So we're going to try that. Let's get into orbit like we usually do, and then we'll kind of sort out getting into the proper orbit once we get in there. And we're going to have to deal with descending node and ascending node. That's going to be fun. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, rocket. And we're going to immediately turn to the right. We're going to have to try and stay as close to that red north line as possible, because if we go too far to one side, it's going to change the orbit. Not that it's that bad if it does, but you know, we'll have to correct it more once we're in space. All right, our solid rocket boosters are almost out of fuel. Let's go ahead and drop those. They exploded into each other, it sounded like. Poor solid rocket boosters. Alright, let's try and get to like a 45-degree angle. I don't know if that's good, but it sounds like it might be, so we're going to decrease our speed a little bit as well. I don't also know if that's good, but, you know, you never want to go too fast, maybe. Alright, let's press M, check out how our AP is doing. It's kind of weird, but I guess that's since we're a little bit below the north line at this point. Yeah, we're going to keep going normal speed, actually. Try and get our AP above, what do we want? Above 80, maybe? And we're going to stay at this angle, too. Well, we're going to try to. It's trying to pull us towards the horizon, which we don't want to quite go to yet. Let's get our fuel up on the board so we can see how we're doing on that. Oops. No, don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I'm trying to pull it back to this side so I can pull the what's that called? The hump, I guess, this way. Projectile motion is what it's called, sort of. I'm sure there's a scientific name for this specific... What's it called? The trajectory. There it is. There's the science word. Trajectory. Sometimes I just forget words randomly, and I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe I don't need to use that word. I can pick a different word. Who needs words anyway? Okay, this is looking pretty good. And AP's going up. We're almost to the point where we can stop. Well, not almost, but it's going up faster and faster because we're getting faster. So 50, just a little bit more, and we'll be good to go. 60, 10 more maybe. And here's 70. Let's go ahead and stop it right there. Now, once we get to our AP, we're going to want to get a nice maneuver for an orbit. And I don't know if we want to... Here, let's try this first. Let's go like this. Get a nice PE that's at also 80. Oh, wait, we need them to swap, don't we? Boop. There we go. Okay, that's 74. That's 109. That's fine. Okay, so what we can do as well is we can try and bring it this way into the direction of the orbit we're trying to get to. And you know what? I'm going to line it up like this. It might make it a little easier. Oh, I need to burn for that long. Okay, so I'm going to need to start burning at pretty much like 50 seconds. That doesn't give me very much time to mess with stuff, but it's fine. That's close, right? Kind of, maybe. Maybe a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty close. All right, let's do that burn right there. We're going to go and aim toward our blue node here, which is right there. I wish we could lock ourselves to that, but we don't have a pilot in this thing, unfortunately, so we can't do that quite at this point, or quite with this ship, I guess. Okay, we're going to burn towards that direction in about 10 seconds, I think. And we're going to have to be burning for, only 30 seconds. So no, we can wait a little longer. And actually, we're almost out of fuel with this, too, so we're going to have to drop that stage soon. It'll be drop that and then activate that. Okay, yeah. Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. Whoops. Don't want to throttle up quite yet. It's always interesting when you lose a rocket in the middle of a stage. It's a little more stressful. This is probably going to change as well if we lose this because we're going to be losing a lot of weight. So I don't know. Technically, we don't need this anymore. When does that come off? Okay, that's the last thing. We could drop that now if we wanted to. It would reduce weight, maybe make things more efficient. Okay, get ready. Here we go. We're about to start burning. Let's do this. All right, and get ready to drop this piece right here. Drop that. Activate this one. Here we go. We need to burn for 25 more seconds. All right, easy peasy. How much fuel do we have? Lots. Look how little we're using here. But we're going to need most of it to... Well, not most of it. We're going to need some of it to get us into that that orbit that they want us to get into. All right, burn time is... we're doing some weird flippy stuff. All right, I'm going to stop it right there, and I'm going to try and burn a little bit on the blue thing. And, there we go. I think that might be perfect. We have a nice orbit. Let's check mark this. We have our PE at 76 and our AP at 160. All right, now what we want to do is we want to go to our AP here, I think, add a maneuver, and we're going to try and go all the way. Oh, nope, not that far. All the way out to here. We're gonna try and do the same thing. Oops, nope. Oh yeah, wait, I can't actually do the maneuver for this side until I get to that side. Got it. Okay. Oh man, this is hard. You gotta skew it first, then you gotta move it with the blue one. Oops, whoops, whoops. You gotta skew it again. All right, and there we go. That's really dang close. Okay, we got the AP on the AP, which I think is good. It's not exact, but it's extremely close. And then, so we're going to do this maneuver right here. Then once we get there, we're going to do another maneuver in order to get the PE there. And then we might do another one to try and get the ascending node and the descending node proper. Okay. Let's go ahead and fast forward until we're at that next maneuver. We'll warp there, actually. That'd be fine. The good thing about this, though, is now that we're in orbit, we can pretty much go around as many times as we want if we screw up and forget to do our burn. We only have to burn for 30 seconds, so it's not that bad. Let's go ahead and aim at our blue. Oops. See how much lighter we are and how much easier it is now to, like, turn and stuff? Okay, let's go ahead and warp here. All right, we're going to start burning at about 17 seconds. And we need to be relatively exact on this one. Even though we're not going for like the moon or anything, it's going to be kind of, we have to be kind of close. Oh, shoot. Did I miss it? Oops. I might have missed it. It's fine, though. We can catch up. All right. That should be good. Okay, so we now should be, well, we're a little farther than we wanted to be, but it's fine. We're going to go to here. We're going to make the other one like that. Actually, you know what? We can probably burn retrograde here. Where's retrograde? Is that retrograde? Which one is this? No, that's prograde. Retrograde is this one. We can probably burn retrograde a little bit to bring our AP down a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Maybe. Okay, now when we get to our AP, we're going to want to do another maneuver. Just going to get our... Okay, there we go. That's going to get our PE to there, so let's do it a little more. And there we go. There's our PE in the right area. Now all we have to do is make sure the ascending and descending nodes are proper, which it looks like they're not quite yet. We'll use this purple little thing right here to make that good. Boop. That should be good. That's really close to what they wanted. Over here, maybe not so much, but let's see if we can... Oops. Change that a little bit. It might be because our AP is off just a tiny bit, but I think that should be fine. Do we have any notes on how close they want us to be, by the way? Reach the designated polar orbit with a reasonable deviation. Is that reasonable deviation? I feel like that is. We're going to need to burn for only 9 seconds because we're so far away from Earth, so everything is kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and warp to there. And we're going to try and do some science in this orbit too and transmit it back to Kerbin, because that's going to be some good science. So this is probably far orbit. Look at that. Look how far we are from the planet. Scary. All right, let's go ahead and burn this. And we're still following the blue line here. We're kind of close. Maybe a little more. There we go. That's about as close as we're going to get. Okay, let's press M, see how that's working here. I don't know. Oh, I think we might have done it. Let's see. Are we... Maintain stability for 10 seconds? Okay, well, we're there. And we just maintained the stability, so that's going to give us that one right there. Now, do we still have control of this thing? I feel like we should. Let's do some science. Because I don't know how often we've done science from this range. Let's do a one of these, a mystery goo. And hope it gives us some stuff. Oh, yeah, there we go. Some science. Let's log some pressure data. It's going to give us quite a bit as well. Let's log the temperature data. That's going to give us quite a bit. And we could transmit all this because we don't really want this thing coming back to Earth. We don't have any parachutes on it. So what we're going to do actually first is we're going to do this. Decouple this. Ooh, that just launched. I wish I could decouple this as well. Make this thing go away. But it's probably fine. We're going to turn ourselves because we're going to start losing power pretty soon. So that we can actually see the sun. And I think that's going to be good. We'll just keep ourselves kind of like this so we can always see the sun, get some electricity, and let's start transmitting. So where's our transmitter thing? Right here. Let's go ahead and extend this antenna. And we will transmit the data. Transmit all. Yeah. Okay, it's transmitting. We see our power going down as it tries to do that. And I think it's done all of it. So we're good. All right. Data transmitted. And that's our first satellite in a nice orbit as specified by a mission. Sweet. Oh, this is so cool. I like it. In fact, I think I might keep this thing on just because we have so much fuel. Well, we don't actually have that. We have enough to get us into a different orbit. So if we wanted to, we could try and change the orbit of this thing. So we'll keep it on for now. And then what we could do is we could reuse these two experiments if we want to try something crazy. So yeah, let's keep this on. Just keep this thing floating. We'll go back to the Space Center. And we'll see if we get a little bit of science from that. Yeah, we actually did get some science. 67. We had like 41 or something, I think, at the end of that other one. We'll go ahead and check mission control, and it looks like we have successfully... Well, have we? Is this not an order? I feel like this should be an order. Yeah, okay, this one. We have successfully done it. It's given us some cash here and some reputation. By the way, our reputation is almost back in the positive after that horrible mistake we made at the start. Where we pretty much sold our soul to the devil for a couple of bucks. I don't think we're ready quite yet for this one right here where we're going to have to do a rendezvous because I've heard that that's not very easy. I don't know why they're giving so little cash for that. It's supposed to be really hard doing rendezvous. Position a satellite in a specific orbit of the sun. You're going to give me loads of cash for this. And we've technically already done something similar. What orbit do you want around the sun? Let me go check that out. Oh my. Oh my god. Wait, no, that's Eve. What orbit do you guys want? Okay, that's one of the orbit missions. What orbit do you guys want around the sun? Ah, there it is. So this is the orbit you guys want around the sun. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I have the ability to control probes from this far. Good lord. I got one in this orbit, and we saw how that went. But you know what we could do? We could take this mission as a stretch goal. Because it gives us so much cash, and it gives us so much in advance as well. And we've got 20 years to complete it. So do you guys think we could do this in 20 years? Probably. Expires in 5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and take it just for the cash. And then I'm going to go ahead and use... Oops. Then I'm going to go ahead and use that cash for the astronaut complex to allow us to disembark and place flags. That'll give us some more ability to do science. All right, let's do one more mission. All right, it looks like we got a mission for a couple of site things. We might try this one. Let me go and see where they are. We have alpha site, beta site, and gamma site. Let's check out our tracking station, see where these are. On Kerbin. No. Okay. Alpha site, beta. Is this one's? No. Where's our station? Are they here? Oh, shoot. I think they want us to do the missions that are actually like right here, right on our base. How come I can't zoom in anymore? That's annoying. I think the zones, though, are kind of around here. So what we can do is we can make like a little rover and we can go and travel to those. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the... Let me turn on the parking brake. The survey science machine. It's going to give us some more science. Okay, where do we have to go for these things? I think we can't zoom anymore, which is kind of annoying. I wish we could zoom in all the way. Maybe there's a mod out there for that. I think we just have to go to these 3 places and do something. Conduct an EVA report, I think is what it was. So let's make sure that that's the case. Take an EVA report, take an EVA report, take an EVA report. Okay, yeah, we just have to take a hard left, then go there. And we're going to collect science on each of these. That's why we brought all of our science machines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus the crew report, plus the EVA report. Should be a lot of science. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to bump up our throttle a little bit, turn off our parking brake, and we're going to take a hard left. Oh, wait, hang on. Parking brake, parking brake, parking brake. Oh, shoot. This isn't... Can I, Oh, shoot. Do we have to go back to the drawing board? These might be a little bit messed up. Okay, remove those wheels. We don't need them. Let's go. We're going to take a hard left, just like before. Actually, you know what? Turn on the brakes real quick. What I want to do is I want to go to our map, and I think we can go ahead and select these as activate or active missions. So we're going to select the closest one, which I think is that one back there, which I don't think we can get to, but we can at least do that one. So we need gamma, alpha, and beta. And it's going to tell us when we're in a specific section as well. So let's go ahead and activate our throttle a little bit. The hard part's going to be getting down this little bit, but once we get down that, we'll be good to go. We've got to be a little bit careful as well, because this thing's not really stable that much. Okay. Activating descent mode. Don't... Yeah, there we go. Okay. And very careful on this little bit right there. Awesome. Sweet. Okay. We're heading towards this. It's going to tell us up here once we've entered a new sector. And that's going to be when we're going to be able to do our little bits of science. Oh, look at Kerbin over there. Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay, let's take a screenshot. Boom. I don't think we're there quite yet. Actually, we're going really fast. Holy... Oh! Brakes on. Brakes on. Oh my god. Gotta remember not to go that fast. Ooh! Ooh, it's hopping! It's hopping! Oh, we're at Gamma Station. Okay. This is time to do some stuff. First, let's do our science. So we'll do this one right here. Observe the material bay. Let's see what that gives us. Ooh, some nice science. Let's do our mystery goo, which is going to give us maybe 2 or 3. Yep. Let's do this one. Log temperature. Yep. Let's do this one. Log pressure data. Awesome. Let's do our crew report. Cool. Finally, we're going to do... Oops. Nope, not view. Shoot, what's the button? V. Finally, we do an EVA, which is going to give us our EVA report. Awesome. Okay, so we've done alpha and gamma. I don't know when we did alpha. Wait, are we right on the line between alpha and gamma right now? I did one here, and then I did one here. Okay, the final one we have to do is beta site, which is right here. So let's go ahead and deactivate. I want to activate this one. All right, and let's turn ourselves to that. Where's that one? That's going to be over there somewhere. Probably really far away, too. Man, I wish this was more stable so I can go faster. But if I try to go any faster, we're going to end up exploding ourselves. She's a very hoppy vehicle. Look at that. Very happy to be here. What if I gun it? No, that's dumb. How far are we? Alright, we pretty much got to get from here to like there somewhere. Easy. Oops. There we go. Easy. Oh, we're starting to hop. Starting to hop. Oh, there we go. We're good. Wait, it's blinking. Does that mean I'm in it? I think that might mean I'm in it. Hang on. Alright, let's go ahead and do one of these reports. We'll hop out for an EVA and check on this. Okay, did we do it? Nope, we did not do it. Maybe if I let go? And then climb over here so we don't fall, because we're falling if we do that. Hey, there we go. We got beta. All right, that's all 3 of them. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do these as well. I think I have to get in for that, though. Grab and then board. I have to dump the experiments because they're technically duplicates, which I think all these are also duplicates. But it's fine. We're going to recover everything, so we haven't really lost anything by having these here. Oops. There we go. And then, hey, I could see the display. That's kind of cool. All right, we can maybe even do a crew report. Cool. That's everything. Let's go ahead and recover the vessel. Should give us, well, I don't know how much science, since we technically did the same science experiment over and over. We got 20 science. That's pretty good. All right. Yeah, quite a bit of science, actually. Wait. Okay, so some of these gave me 0. Yeah, because they were duplicates of science. That makes sense. All right. It's all good. I understand. Unfortunately, our total reputation is negative 24, but hopefully we got a little bit better from those experiments that we just did. Which one did we just do? We just did this one, so that gave us a lot of cash. All right, and 8 stars. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer. All right, we can do one more research and development, so let's do this one, and then we'll call it an episode. What can we get from this? It looks like maybe we could get miniaturization, which might be pretty good. We could maybe get some better wheels, because our current wheels are not amazing. Advanced flight control gives us thruster block. What the heck? Jeez. A lander can. Another one of these things, which can fit 3 Kerbals. A command pod. Ooh! A command pod which can fit 2 people. That's pretty good. I could send up like a scientist with a normal person. This is another stabilizer module that's a little larger, it seems like. I might get this. I'm leaning towards this. Also, though, miniaturization would be really cool. But I'm leaning towards this one. Let's see what else we've got. Launch escape, blah, blah, blah. Not really crazy about that. Aerodynamics, cool. Advanced construction allows you to do stuff like in Space Engineers with pistons, which are hydraulic cylinders, and hinges, which are like rotors, sort of. So that's like, if you want to go crazy with building stuff, like full-on Scott Manley mode, yeah. That's what you get. Which we might do later, but I don't think we're quite there yet. You know what? I think we're going to get this thing so I can send a scientist up. That will help to... It's like an investment to give us more science in the future. Let's back out of here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and hire a new scientist as well. Not from here, though. We have Stephbus and Taminard. Taminard's a little bit more courageous, but a little bit more stupid as well. I'm not quite sure if these have any effect, actually, on anything, because they don't seem to have any like numerical effect right off the bat. So we're going to go for Taminard. It's going to cost us a really hefty 77,000, but I think it's going to be worth it in the future once we start getting more science. There we go. Taminard, welcome to the team. Chepetaya. Oh, poor guy. We'll get him back eventually. Taminard, you and Bartster are going to be the real MVPs here. Once you guys go up to space, bring back a bunch of science. In fact, these are probably going to be the 2 I sent to the moon to land. We'll probably do that next episode. But that's going to be the end of this episode. We did a nice orbit. We got a nice thing. Is that still in orbit, by the way? Just to check if that's actually ours. Yeah, that's ours. We have that forever now. This nice little orbit thing. That's kind of cool. So we did that, and then we also did some cool science missions. So a pretty good episode. I would have liked probably more moon landings, Mars landings, sun explosions, etc., but whatever. Live with what you get, I guess. But if you guys like the episode, please hit the like button, put your comments and your suggestions down below in the comments section, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Kerbal Space Program.